Hi everyone, my name is Jadyn, and if you have been watching my natural hair videos, you already know that I love natural hair, and therefore I'm kind of pivoting my channel where I'm going to be talking about chemical engineering since I am a chemical engineering student. The purpose of my degree is to hopefully work in the beauty industry. The Black community contributes a lot of money in the hair industry. However, the lack of representation of scientists and brand ownership does not reflect the consumers. So therefore, my goal is to, and passion is to work in the beauty industry, and I hope to do that with this degree. So I felt that this would be the perfect video to just discuss my first year of chemical engineering. So with that being said, I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna try to have my transcripts on either side of me. I don't know which side at this moment, but it will be there. And two, because I'm looking on my phone to see like what grades I got and to just, talk briefly about each course and just the key points and highlights that I've taken away from it. So I'm just gonna start. For college algebra, that was a 5-credit class. I got a B+. I felt that class wasn't too bad since I already had taken college algebra and geometry at my last institution, because I'm a second bachelor's student. So I already got my first bachelor's in Spanish and a minor in sociology, and I am now pursuing chemical engineering. For some reason, those credits did not transfer, so I wasn't able to go jump into Calculus 1, which I'm kind of glad because those skills are probably rusty, my algebra skills, and I know my geometry skills, just as I've taken these classes, but learning as I go. Anywho, the algebra class wasn't bad. I just wanted to really just brush up on my skills and take away anything that I didn't learn and just give myself in that math mojo, I guess. So yeah, with that, I got a B+. I ended up taking the placement test so that I can test out of the geometry class so I can just jump into Calculus 1, which I did, and I've taken that class in the next semester, which is winter. This semester, which is fall, is when I took the algebra course. So the other classes that I took that fall of 2020 was Principles of Microeconomics. So this was a 4-credit class. I got an A. The class was quite difficult, like conceptualizing. However, since the class was online and my teacher was a grad student who can empathize, he made our homework assignments all due at the end of the semester, so therefore you weren't pressured to meet deadlines each week, which I thought was really nice. It just required some time management skills. 2, his exams were open notes, but they were timed. However, if you did the homework and go to class and understand the examples, then you really were set up for the class. I think just by understanding the examples in the homework, you could understand any exam question he threw at me. So yeah, for organic chem honors, it was 4 credits. I did not pass this semester, despite all the tutoring that I went to. I didn't apply myself as hard as I should have and as soon as I should have. Organic chemistry is the type of course that you really got to tackle it at the very beginning. Like, don't wait is my tip. So I just kind of read that class out, learned as much as I could, because I knew when I took the class over again, I would be really prepared for that class because organic chemistry is just one of those classes. It's so dense that you have no basis to make like connections in this class. Like you're really coming in not knowing nothing, and so you really are building on and adding new concepts that you have to build off on. So it's really essential that you really have a good grasp on those concepts. However, the course was dense, and watching 40-minute videos on average to learn the material, you're really in the end teaching yourself. So just how the class was set up and going at it my first time around was quite difficult for me, as well as taking the organic chem 1 lab, which was 1 credit. I got a C because I did not understand the material well. Also, it was hard to understand the skills on how to be in the lab too well either, because I was learning lab skills mostly online. The teacher usually comes in and really walks you through the process and why we do this and that in a lab. However, we had a grad assistant who was just there monitoring us, making sure we were doing the lab procedures right, but we weren't really learning, we were just doing. So it was quite difficult to learn in such an atmosphere like that. Okay, so that is it for like the fall 2020. Now we'll be talking about the winter 2021 classes. So in those classes, I took Organic Chem 1 honors again. This time I got a B+. What helped is that I have knowledge already that I can base off. I was just tuning into the little things that I didn't grasp in the beginning and making sure I knew those concepts like a T to really build off and flourish in that class. So what I did differently was that I made sure I understood the homework. I talked to people in class, and I actually ended up forming like a study group with 2 other girls, and we worked hard. We worked together almost like 2-3 times a week, and making sure we understood and just talking it out and seeing what we knew and picking each other's brains to really make sure we understood that we were doing the information right. So I feel like working with a group really does help, and really help contributes new ideas and new connections that you may have not gotten on your own. And also, I probably could have gotten an A in this class, but I didn't do all the homework like I should, or it was not even that. Like, she had us upload our notes after the lecture class, and I had a class literally like 5 minutes later after that class, and I would forget it because I would probably have to go to the bathroom or like eat something real quick. So, and my next class was a stickler about being on logging in on time. So I had to I accidentally forgot sometimes to do my upload. So I think that really hindered my grade, because I was literally like 0.04 away from an A-. I was so hurt. But overall, I'm happy. I did way much better than I did the last semester. And, going from failing to a B+ is such a huge improvement. So I'm happy. Anywho, the next class that I took was Calculus 1 Honors. And this class was part of a program that put you in a workshop in conjunction with this class. So you're working with the same students in your lecture class and also in your workshop class. And basically in your workshop class, we just work on more calculus homework. We worked on calculus homework that was way difficult than what we were being taught in calculus class. The idea of the course is to help you understand the calculus topics rather than just memorizing the process. So sometimes we would have to have journals, not sometimes, but we had journals. We would work on these hard problems, but we will also have to write in our journals how we got to that answer step by step. And to a degree, it was tedious, but to a degree, it did help to make sure I understood like exactly what am I doing. But that workshop class, that was pass or fail. Now for the Calculus 2 class, I failed to mention the Calculus workshop class was 2 credits. Also, now moving on to the Calculus 2, I'm sorry, not Calculus 2. Calculus 1 honors, it is 4 credits, and I got a B+ in. Now in this class, it was hard. I had to work for that grade. However, I built a community to help support me in those. I had a student that I would talk to once a week, every now and then, about homework, and we would just kind of talk lightly about homework. There was an advisor who had emailed like my class offering tutoring if needed, or meeting sessions to tutor a group of us if there were others who were interested. It ended up that no one was interested. I was literally the only one asking her for help. So she would meet me twice a week. And then there was a teaching assistant assigned to the course who was an undergrad student who'd taken the class before, and they would help me once a week. So, and if I emailed them, they was willing to meet with me like another day out the week. And however, no one else was showing up. Maybe I saw like one other person the whole semester, and they asked like one question, that was it. And I'm just like, okay. So it was nice. I had the TA, the advisor, a student, and we, a lot of people have group chats. But they have a student, and then also I'm a professor. My professor had office hours, so every now and then I would just drop into his class and get help from him, and that was helpful as well. And also doing all the homework and just making sure I understood the homework was also the A game. The next class that I took was Basic Engineering 1, which was a 3-credit course. That's where you learn CAD and 3D printing. So I learned the CAD, but the 3D printing is like, cause it wasn't in person, so I don't even know what a 3D printer even looks like. I could Google, but so hopefully I talked to the professor working with him, so cross my fingers, maybe I get to work with a 3D printer, put in some good mojo in the atmosphere. Anywho, so for that class, it being a 3-credit hour class, I got an A. I liked it. I think people make it seem way harder than it needs to be. It is tedious. I would say it was tedious, but I like it. It's like it's like a computer game. So it really is just like you're just making something, or you're making some type of object that they want you to create, and you gotta make sure you get those details and be symmetrical. But I liked it. I learned a lot. The videos were boring, but in the end, all the information you really need is out there. And sometimes I even looked at other people's videos that are already out on YouTube, but not my professors. So the more knowledge, the better. That's what I say. Like tutors available for help. So when I need help, I go there, or I ask some of my peers in class like how they do or how they approached it. their work, because in 3D printing, everyone's work is going to be different on how they approach it, but it should all look the same. All right, so that's all the classes that I have taken for the winter 2021 semester. So altogether that year, I got a 3.49 GPA. Now, I had taken some classes in the summer because I want to ensure that I graduate on time. A lot of the actual like chemical engineering courses, they only offer once a year, so one semester they're available, either fall or winter, and then so you have to be on that path of taking these classes. You know, if you fail, you might throw yourself off a whole year. So to give myself the best fighting chance to make sure I at least go through the classes smoothly, and if it is a class that I didn't do well on, then I have that. I'll take that year. That's fine, but that's not gonna happen. I'm already claiming and manifesting it's not gonna happen. Anywho, with that being said, so I had to take Calculus 2 and Physics 1 in order to take my first chemical engineering course, which is Material Energy and Balance. So with that being said, I took Calculus 2. It's a 4-credit class at my home institution, and I got a A. Now, that class was really, 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 really hard and stressful, but at the same time it wasn't. Like, I don't know, it was just a lot of dense new information. The information you learn is not that hard, but it's dense, and to learn it within the summer year was very, 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 very stressful. However, my advisor who helped me last semester was willing to help me this semester again, so that helped a lot, and just doing the homework. And my professor was really nice. His notes were spectacular, and how he organized the class was amazing. So I believe, that the fact that I had a good professor, advisor who was willing to work with me, and just putting in that work, really, I was able to show out and get that A. Now, for the Physics 2, I took that at a community college because I know I don't like physics. And that class literally had me going through it. Like, I was stressed out. I was stress eating. I gained some weight from that class because it literally put me on edge. I was thinking I was not about to pass, but like I've been saying throughout this video, I claimed it, I manifested it. I kept telling myself I'm gonna pass, and even though when it looked like I wasn't gonna pass, I didn't give up. I just pushed harder, and I started meeting with a tutor. I started doing the homework. I got to a point where I was studying like 2 to 6 hours every day, and I might have one day out the week that I stopped, and that's only because I was burning out. That was it. But other than that, I was studying pretty much every day and trying to work with students, trying to work with my tutor. I didn't work with the professor because I don't think he cared, because he felt that we were taking this hard course in the summer, and these summer courses are only 12 weeks. So it was hard. I went through it. Like the first exam, I got like a 41 in my physics. The second exam, I got a 22, and that's literally because like I like did as much as I could, and I did like the free body diagrams, wrote my name, and I left because I couldn't sit there and just keep stressing over something I knew I didn't know. So I just walked away, and then that's what I realized, like, I'm about to fail, because I had a 55% in the class. Like, I'm about to fail. So I'm telling y'all this because when y'all see that 55, it doesn't mean y'all should fail. And this is the stuff that I should have told myself when I was taking that organic chem class in the fall semester. But either way, things work out how they needed to. It's bet and so I knew that these credits, like the grade wasn't going to show up on my transcript, but the credits were. So all I needed to do was pass the class. So I just needed to get from a 55 to a 76. Or not 76, or just, 70, 2.0. So I put in the work and I really hustled my butt off. And I talked to the professor about doing some homework that I missed. And the third exam, I got like a 78%. And then there was the final, and the final was worth double the points than the exams, and one of the exams is half the points. So I got I think it was a 81%. Yep. And so just from homework, those 2 exams, and online quizzes, and the exams were in person, just to let y'all know. Like, this was my first in-person class. The teacher was lecturing in person, or not in person, he was lecturing online, and it was a 3-hour class, and it was so boring. But the labs and the exams were in person. So overall, I was able to pass with a 73%. So I'm happy I passed, and I'm going to be taking my first chemical engineering class next semester, which is fall 2021. So I hope y'all like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. I look forward to a day where I can bring in the information that I've learned and align it with my passion when it comes to natural hair. Stay tuned to see how fall 2021 works out with me taking my first chemical engineering class. I hope I was able to motivate, shed some light on my experience. Just let y'all know, I don't have a Instagram, I don't have a Facebook. So whatever questions y'all have, please leave it down below, and I look forward to the next video. Bye.